guys, get money and stay positive. Man, I really been challenging myself to challenging myself to uh not immediately, you know what I'm saying, give into certain feelings or thoughts, but just like give it some time, like to marinate before I make a decision on anything for real. Um, yeah. So like this morning, I woke up, dumb morning, dumb morning, but was like, wanted to masturbate, but did that stuff only be a short, it'd be like a lesser version of what I truly want. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of us. Like, you could, you could, you could go a few years without a car and wait until get the bread together to get the car you actually want. Or you can, what I'm saying, get your check or get a couple of checks, save up in a short period of time and settle for a hoopty or a lesser version of what you really wanted. So all that shit, I mean, I already knew this, but I'm learning it with my body right now because I know it with my mind. But like all of that shit is just a settlement for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes even if I give into that feeling, like I want to create space in between, you know what I'm saying, the inception of the thought and the action, or the decision making, you know what I'm saying? Like in between there, if I feel like the inception of the thought is I want to smoke, but I don't need to smoke, you know what I'm saying? I just smoke, I've been smoking, you know what I'm saying? Or that type of whatever the thought is, like, do I really need this right now? If those questions come up, like, I want to create a gap in between the inception of the thought and the actual decision making, like where I actually may take the action. So this morning I was feeling that way. Got over here, started working out. I got a pull-up bar now, so now I could just, you know what I'm saying, in the crib. Just hitting them joints in the crib. I don't really understand what happens when you do that, but something changes, Like the thought might change. Should have passed. It's really patience. Like it's patience and not perfection. Like you might do the thing that you was trying not to do. You might eat that extra Twinkie or whatever the fuck it is for you. Whatever it is. But creating like allowing time for like patience before you actually make the decision. That's like life changing. Not immediately, you know what I'm saying, but in one of them ways where it adds up over time, like that's like life change and just waiting before you actually do something. Like just wait, just give it a little bit of before you jump right on it. Because when you make impulsive decisions, it's really like your subconscious, like in action right now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you allow time to wait, you can think a little bit more. You can process more emotions and just giving yourself time before you actually make the decision. I'm really trying to I'm really trying not to settle for less than what I want. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird because I don't know. It's like sometimes you just want affection, or you just want somebody to talk to at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, when you're honest about that, then that's what it is. Like, it's not really wrong with that, but it's a lot of ways to get that feeling. You know what I'm saying? But you usually want it the way that you want it, type thing. I feel like I know a lot of people that probably are like feeling the ways that I'm feeling, but maybe they just don't say it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Whether it's like you want to be in a relationship, or you want to be further ahead than you are, like whatever it is, you know. But you have to like be intimate with yourself. Because one thing I was realizing like yesterday, like I was like, damn, like you could you could go like fuck somebody. Like you could just go fuck somebody. But yesterday I was having like a really good conversation with a close friend of mine, and I was just like, damn, this type of connection is like much realer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's like you don't even wanna I don't know who this is off. You can get off here. But a lot of times it just be it just be you and you, man. It just be you. But you really want a real connection. Like that shit feels good when you actually want to pay attention to what somebody's saying. Like when you actually are in the conversation and you get like you're being engaged and it's interesting. Like, you feel like this person is taking note of you, or you taking note of that person. Y'all are like making connections, and and learning, and laughing, and like that's what you really want, something deeper. I think most people do want that, like something deeper, but a lot of times we settle for like shallow water, you know. A lot of times we just, and it'd be like, damn, I don't even really want to listen to this person talk, or spend too much time with this motherfucker. I'm just trying to sit with myself. Even like YouTube videos, like sometimes I'll listen to, just interviews or quotes or whatever is wisdom, whatever like somebody's take is on some shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you don't really need to hear nobody else's voice more than your own voice. So like y'all are in here listening to me, but you really need to be in there listening to yourself. Because nobody's gonna say the shit that you really need to hear like verbatim. Like you might get a message from whatever you're watching. It might be like, oh, like that resonates, but nah, like you really need to hear yourself while you're going through the shit that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. Sometimes it's tricky, but sometimes I just feel like I'll be cool if I just stay in my room for a long time. Like not even a long time, like just a day. That's a long time for me. Like I'm very social, and you really got to go back to your past. Like we get these urges to do things, whether it's like we wanna have sex, or we want to eat junk food, or we want to smoke, or we want to drink, or sometimes we just want to hang out with people, or we want to go out, or sometimes not even, it's just, but we get these urges, and like you really have to like go back you have to be reflective and go back to your childhood to figure out like why you're motivated in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, not being around people was a punishment when I was younger. And I used to be around a lot of people. I like being around people. So like now when I get the urge to socialize, like I may over socialize, or I may, you know what I'm saying? And it's like You really just want balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many times a day do you forget to breathe? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do you go eat that extra bite and you really weren't hungry, or you have that smoke and you really didn't need it or want it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you really didn't want it, but like you just impulsively you just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I was trying to give myself what I really, really want deeply, and not, settle for some shit in the moment. And I don't think it's about not ever doing that, taking that first bite, having that extra drink, or, being intimate with that person, whatever way. I don't think it's about not never doing that. I think it's just about continuing to return to a space of truth within yourself. Did I really have a good time here? Am I overdoing it? Is it time for me to go home yet? Like, really being able to come back to that space with yourself, you know? That's cool. That's good, actually. I just got saved. That's good. Mm. However long it take, however long it take. No matter who watching, no matter who listening, however long it take. Gotta did not give into it the urge. Actually, I shot out a text. I shot out a text message. I was trying to get some booty earlier, but you know what I'm saying. I still pulled out the pull up bar and got to it. And got to it. Did like 5 or 10, or actually I think I did a few more than that. And how do I feel now? I just feel a little bit. I feel the same, but just a little different. I feel like I just like got a little bit more space in between my lower self and my higher self. Like, I don't know. Like, just it feels like I'm not falling into